All right, getting ready to go here. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. What a fun day it's been. Did you get out to Gate City Bank? Thunder is ready for the season. All right, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Hutch Johnson joining you. Coming up in this episode of Hutch's Weather, we have a roaming thunderstorm that's just dumping buckets of rain as it moves its way across northwest Minnesota. What are the thunder chances for tonight? We will review your forecast, and we'll talk a little bit about the heat that's heading our way for the weekend ahead. It's all coming up right now on Hutch's Weather. But first, my sponsors at Robert Gibb & Sons want to remind you that if you're thinking of any commercial or industrial project, keep Robert Gibb in mind. They have quality technicians, and they use nothing but quality equipment to get the job done right. Give them a call. Tell them Hutch sent you. Now let's take a look at that radar as we head into the evening hours. Here's the Lone Ranger storm that's out there. It's moved through the Red Lake Falls area. It's made its way out of there, and it's moving into northwestern parts of Beltrami County, north of the Red Lakes area, just off to the east and south of you folks in Grigla. And this thing has really worked its way through, dumping copious amounts of rain. Estimates of rain in parts of Polk County all the way through the Red Lake County area and even eastern Pennington County were over 1 to 3 inches of rain from that slow-moving thunder shower that was basically meandering from here in Polk County to there through the entirety of the morning hours. Now, I do want to point this out. Do you see this little batch of shower activity right here? There's one thunderstorm that's out there in the Stutzman County area, not far from Medina right now. There is a boundary lying right here in our region, and we could see some thunder showers popping up. We'll get to the details and the forecast and your hour-by-hour details here in just a minute. But again, good afternoon, Kathy. Good afternoon, Jenny. It's good to see all of you right here on Hutch's Weather. Now, let's take a look at this. This is a look at not model guidance. I should turn on the other details here. This is the Doppler radar, and now let's make sure that the clock is set right here too. So here we go. Okay, now you can see the clock. So the regional radar, very quiet right now, but we do have that one thunderstorm that's now drifting off to the east a little bit, heading into that Red Lakes area right now. A little bit of a cell down here near Lake Traverse right now, just off to the east of Sisseton trying to form. It's this area right here where we'll have a chance at some thunderstorms. And I did want to point out that if we look at that satellite, the visible satellite, to see where the clouds are, we'll get an idea of what we're seeing with regards to those clouds, because I want to point this out. Here's this batch of clouds, and it stretches from the thunder shower. You see here what looks like a taller, puffier cloud. That's caused by a very high thunderstorm cloud that is casting shadows on the clouds around it. So that's the main event right there. But anywhere along this boundary right here, there is a chance for some thunderstorm development as we go through the evening. We didn't get too super hot today. Temperatures, as Hutch said, stayed in the 70s for many. I'll show you high temperatures there. But look at this. There was some heating down in southern Minnesota, and any storms that form out here could be a little bit stronger, a little bit more stout. Look at things quieting down for you folks out in the western part of the Dakotas. Shirley, good to have you on. Patricia, good to have you on. And looking good in Ada. Patricia, glad to hear that. Now, I do want to point this out as we're heading through the evening hours that we're not seeing as much smoke right here, but do you see this little pall of milky white nonsense right here? That's not milk. It's not milk at all. That is smoke from the wildfires returning to the western part of the Dakotas. And you can see the haze in the skies here in the valley. That's that thick, nasty smoke. It extends all the way down into Iowa as we head into the evening hours. Now, I want to show you a look at the forecast. Now, this is an hour-by-hour forecast model, and we're going to go ahead and load up the loop here. So allow me to make sure that it's loading the right time frame up here as we look into the day for tomorrow night. So between now and tomorrow night, what does it look like? Well, it looks hot. Where are these thunderstorms going to go, and where's the best chance of them? Let's get right to it. Okay, we're going to pop back over to this. We're going to look at the model guidance, and I need to switch the time frame over here just a little bit as well. Okay, so here it is, loading up. We do have a chance this evening across eastern parts of North Dakota and northwest Minnesota at seeing spotty thunder showers. Here's a look at the forecast for the nighttime hours. So see what this model's doing? This hourly updated model here showing that we could have a line of storms stretching into parts of northeast and eastern North Dakota, the James River Valley, the Devil's Lake Basin, and the northern part of the Red River Valley. And this timestamp is now. Now, we're not seeing it forming now, so that's a good sign. And the models are kind of showing that there will be some percolating thunder shower potential tonight. Percolating thunder shower potential. Nothing like percolating potential out there as we go through. And the little shower and thunderstorm working its way through the Red Lakes area is going to continue, I'm afraid, as we head into the evening hours. So thunderstorm chances east, not west. As we take a look at the big picture across the region, you'll get a chance to see that there'll be some Black Hills, well, thunderstorms, not gold. Look at that activity firing up really hot there in the Hot Springs area of South Dakota, the Black Hills and points south and west of there. There's Hot Springs. So a little bit of hail potential as you look out there. For tonight, I will turn on a look at the Storm Prediction Center's thoughts on thunderstorms, and we'll do that right now. Just overlay this over the whole thing. Tonight's risk of severe weather, it shows, the model shows strong thunderstorm potential in Black Hills, but the Storm Prediction Center says the better chance for strong to severe storms tonight in the high plains of eastern Colorado. We're talking Lyman, Colorado, out into northwestern Kansas near Goodland, and southwestern parts of Nebraska down here, south and west of Kearney, and near McCook and south of North Platte. But I think those showers and thunderstorms, should they form in the Black Hills, could be strong. Otherwise, this light green that you see here, I've turned the shade down a little bit. That's because it's just garden variety thunder showers. We're not expecting it to be super duper severe as we go through the nighttime hours. So that's a look at the risk for severe weather for the night tonight. Now, as we go through the overnight hours and into the morning, those Black Hills thunder showers spread into parts of the Badlands of South Dakota. We start quiet, and it looks quiet for the majority of the day. A few sprinkles dashing along the South Dakota border, and that is it. Wow. Kathy, thanks for the stars. Your stars help Hutch grow, and they help me expand. Speaking of which, hint, pay attention in the very near future for one very exciting announcement. I can't wait to tell everybody what I've been working on, but it's not small. Let me put it to you that way. Clayton says, hey, it sure did rain in Hillsboro today. Not so hard the wipers couldn't handle it. Indeed, that was a problem out there. So now, as we go through Friday in the morning, if you happen to be out Barnesville, Potato Days, I want you to stop by and say hi to Hutch. I'll be there in the morning hours through around the early afternoon hours, walking around, and they're going to host me over there, and I look forward to seeing you. So swing out to Potato Days. It's going to be hot, so dress appropriately. But look at this. As we zoom in on Barnesville, will those showers impact you? All right, where's Barnesville? I'll let you look right there. Now, as we zoom out, you watch that spot and see if Potato Days ends up with a little water on them potatoes. Let's see. I'm intrigued. And the thunderstorm chances look like this as we carry it through, staying south. So it's going to be a hot day. It's going to be a dry day across the entirety of the valley. And that one lone thunderstorm did dump some heavy rain out there. You can share your rainfall reports. If you have a rain gauge, take a picture of it and upload it to Hutch's Weather at hutchesweather.com. Here's a look at my page, and I'll go ahead and take you there right now for just a brief introduction if you haven't seen it. Go to hutchesweather.com, and when you log in, if I'm going live, it's going to tell you right at the top. And if you scroll down to the bottom of the page down here, you will see my most recent videos that I posted up there. And of course, your photo uploads is at the bottom of the page. And by the way, if you happen to run a small business and you'd like to promote yourself on hutchesweather.com, well, send me an email at the email you see there on the website. Okay, enough of that. Now let's take a look at what we have going on with regards to that extended forecast. And we're going to look at our temperatures for today too. Let's go ahead and start with that as I pull up the latest. Hoo-wee. This is from my friends at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network as far as temperatures went today. And you're not going to believe this. Now, it felt muggy out there, so keep that in mind. So it felt warmer than these temperatures say. But this is from the Agricultural Network. They have instruments all over. Fargo's instruments at Hector International are kaput. There's some problems with them today. So you're not going to get an actual high measurement, even though it was working from time to time. Well, we can't tell you what the high was at Hector because there were hours that it wasn't delivering any data at all. 77 degrees, the high so far. as recorded at the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network station in the Fargo area. Clay County, some 75 to 80 degree readings. So there was close to 80 degree readings, but I think those clouds, as I had suspected, limited our warming today and kept us under 80 degrees. Temperatures did hit the 80s. In fact, look at the capital city, Bismarck, 87 degrees for you folks up in Minot, 81 degrees. How about Williston and the oil patch? It's warming up there. 86 was the highs today. And it was pretty warm out in that Glendive area as well. As you can see, up in Sidney, Montana, rather, it's 86 for a high temperature on that North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network. Out to the east and parts of Minnesota, the North Dakota Agricultural Weather Network doesn't have as many instruments, but they do have a few over Lakes Country, Otter Tail County, low to upper 70s near Fergus Falls. And we did see some low 70s across parts of Becker County as well. So a cooler day indeed here in the Red River Valley. And this is what's expected to come our way. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. Get out there, enjoy 100% chance of potatoes on Friday. It's going to be mid 80s again. We're talking climbing into the 90s before the weekend is out. So our hot potatoes become fried potatoes. And I hope to see you out at Potato Days. I'll be out there on Friday, but you go whenever you can. It's a fun event. Then next week we cool off substantially after a weather wiggle wobbles through the region on Sunday. Next week, we're talking 80s to, upper 70s as we go through. Not quite as hot, and a thunderstorm chance returns for your day on Wednesday. I am meteorologist Hutch Johnson. It's a pleasure visiting you today about the weather. I do want to drop a note and let you know that if you do happen to visit Hutch's Weather, at hutchesweather.com, you're going to find some information right here on the webpage about on top. There's an email address. You enter your email up here, and I will basically send you emails when I'm going live and when it's an urgent situation. I'm not sending emails every day yet, but we've got hundreds of people signed up for this, and I want you to be signed up as well. And I promise you, I will not take your trust in giving me your email address for granted. It's not for sale. It's just you and me. And when I feel that you need to know about something going on in the weather and I'm live, I'm sending you an email. If you'd like that, go ahead and sign up right there. I'd be glad to have you. And on the website too, please keep in mind my friendly sponsors out there, like tonight's highlight, KAJ Hospitality. Click on that. This is the Fargo area hotels and meeting places. Now, these folks have all of the comfort and amenities that you need to get the job done, whether you're staying for the night or you have a big event going on. So visit the site by clicking on the link here, and you can see all of their properties here. You can book now or find out more information by giving them a call, and please tell them Hutch sent you. All right, that is a look at your weather. I'm meteorologist Hutch Johnson. I'll check back in. We'll look more at that smoke forecast and the heat for the weekend, and I'll have updates for you right here. But for now, have a wonderful evening and check back in a little bit later.